Welcome to today's lesson, lesson 1-8. Said estimation and mental math. Strong mathematicians can learn to add using estimation and mental math. So these are the strategies that we want to go to help us estimate, to know what's going on right here. So take out your notebooks and your paper and pencil and write down the notes from today. Box 1, estimate. What does the word estimate mean as a noun? It's a number close to an exact amount. An estimate tells about how much or about how many. So when we estimate, we're not looking for the exact answer, but we're looking for a number that's close. Why do we use estimates? Said estimates are a great way to check and see if our answer is reasonable. Like, if I estimate a number and it's roughly 2,000, and I add them up and I get roughly 2,000, I have a good chance that my number's probably reasonable. Might I have the right exact answer? No, but I know my estimate helps me make sure my answer is close. You can pause the video right now and write down this information. So, some examples now to work on the skill of estimation. What does it look like? So I have 1,297 plus 802 equals. Notice my directions were estimate, then solve. We like to estimate first because that way it gives us an idea before we actually try to solve it. If you try to solve and then estimate, sometimes you might fudge the numbers to make sure it looks good, even though your answer might be completely off. So we like to estimate first. When it comes to estimating, what I kind of like to do, well, it's kind of like rounding. I look at what is my smaller number usually when I estimate. I have 1,297, I have 802. So 802 is my smaller number. So I'm going to round to the nearest hundreds place value. I look at the 0, so it makes this 800. So I'm going to use that same place value to, that way I'm estimating the same things. I'm looking at my 9. 9 makes me round up. So I would have, that would go to a 3. I would have a 1 and 2 zeros. So now when I estimate, I get about 2,100. This symbol you might see, that means approximately. So I'm about approximately 2,100 would be my estimate. All right, let's see where my answer shows up. On my actual, 7 ones plus 2 ones is 9. Don't have to carry since 9 is a single digit. 9 plus 0 is 9. 2 hundredths plus 8 hundredths is 10 hundredths. So 0 here and carry the 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. So 2,099. Is that really close to my estimate? Yes. Will it always be that close? No. But it should be within reasonable amount. If my answer, for example, was 3,000, then I know my estimate might have been way off. I might have forgot to carry the 1 and add that 1 in when I carried it. So that's the things to keep in mind with estimates. As the number gets bigger, the estimates get even more away from your answers, or farther away, but yet it's still considered a good, reasonable estimate. So we're going to estimate again, 1,066, 55,104. I look, my 4-digit number would be here, so I'm going to look at my hundreds place value. I'm going to do the same for both numbers. 1,000. 45,100, so that'd be 4, 5. Let me rewrite that so you can see that. A little easier. So 45000. All my place values are still lined up. I added it up. 46,000. So could you have estimated each number separately, like this to be 1,000, 45,000, turn into 50,000? That would be another estimate as well, but you notice that estimate would get a little further from our actual answer. 6 ones plus 4 ones is 10 ones, so 0 here. Put the 1 over there. 1 plus 6 is 7, plus 0 is still 7. So I have 7 tens. 0 hundredths plus 1 hundredths is 100. 1 plus 5 is 6 for the thousands, and 4. So I get an answer of, my estimate was 46,000. And my answer was 46,170. Notice we're off by 170 from our estimate. Is that still reasonable? You betcha, because that's still pretty close, even though we're still 170 off, because these are really big numbers that we are dealing with. So we're going to pause the video right now so you can write down these notes to help you out with yours, problems that you're going to try to solve right away. Here's another example to write down. Said it's in a word problem though, so we'll see word problems that are also will ask for estimates and exactly. So we like to read our word problems first. The best-selling fruits at Joy's Fruit Shack are peaches and bananas. During 1 month, she sold 397 peaches and 412 bananas. About how many peaches and bananas did she sell in all? Exactly how many peaches and bananas did she sell at all? Notice there are 2 questions here, so that means I'm going to need 2 answers. So about, we know that about's kind of an estimate. So we're going to estimate these numbers right now. They both have 3 digits. So we're going to look at the hundreds place value. If we're going to estimate and round, we're going to look at the tens place value. 9 causes my 3 to go up to a 4, and the other number stays zeros. The 1 causes the 4 to stay the same, and the rest turn to zeros, so I add it up. So if I had to estimate about how many pieces did she sell, 800 peaches and bananas. So about 800 peaches and bananas. And I probably should add the word about. So now I'll figure out how, so that answers question 1, but there are 2 questions to this word problem. Exactly how many peaches and bananas did she add? Well, let's add them up. 7 plus 2 is 9. 9 plus 1 is 10, so 0 goes here. I'm going to put the new group below to spice it up. 300s plus 400s is 7, plus the 100s, 809. So is 800 a reasonable estimate of 809? You betcha. How many did she sell exactly? 809 peaches and bananas. So you can pause it right now and write down our examples of the estimate and the answer and see how they're close. And if you want to add the word reasonable estimate. So by pausing the video, writing this down, we get a good idea of how a word problem would work with using estimation and answering as well. Said now it's your turn. Said so you have 2 examples. We're going to estimate, then solve. 3,148 plus 689. We're going to estimate. Give me an estimate when you add those, estimate those together. And then an actual answer. What does it actually equal? The same thing for 6,766 plus 73,245. So you can pause the video right now, work on those 2 problems, put your work on the piece of paper, and let's see what you get. Here's a word problem to test those same skills. The best-selling veggies at Roy's Veggie Shack are cucumbers and peppers. During 1 month, he sold 678 cucumbers and 712 peppers. About how many cucumbers and peppers did he sell in all? Exactly how many cucumbers and peppers did he sell in all? So pause the video right now, use your example to help guide you, and see if you come up with Roy's Veggie Shack and how many cucumbers and peppers did he exactly sell, and about how many did he sell? If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to jot those notes down. We can discuss those, help you solve these type of problems. Also, if there's strategies that you have used that you would like to share, make sure you jot those down as well to help other students be successful in the classroom.